In a quiet mountain village, there was an ancient house said to have belonged to a great inventor. No one had entered the house in over 100 years because the front door had no visible lock, no handle, just a smooth wooden surface with a single brass plate that read, "The door opens only for the one who sees." Many had tried to force it open. Some pushed, some knocked, some even tried to break it down, but nothing worked. Over the decades, it became a local mystery. People came and left, declaring it impossible. One summer, a curious 17-year-old girl named Elara arrived in the village with her grandfather, a retired clockmaker. Elara wasn't strong or particularly brave, but she had an unusual trait. She questioned everything. When she heard about the door, she didn't laugh like the others. Instead, she went to see it. She sat in front of the house for hours, just observing. People chuckled and walked by saying, "We've tried. That door doesn't open." But Elara wasn't trying to open it. She was trying to understand it. On the third day, she noticed something strange. Every evening, just as the sun set, a small glint appeared on the left side of the wooden surface. It was so faint, most people would miss it. But Elara leaned in closer. There, almost invisible, was a groove shaped like an eye. "The one who sees," she whispered. She ran her fingers along the groove. It wasn't a handle, but something slid slightly under her touch. She pushed it gently, and with a soft click, a panel opened to reveal a small mirror inside. She looked into it, and in that moment, the entire door shimmered. Then, silently, swung open. Inside was a room filled with notes, drawings, tools, everything preserved in dust and time. And on the wall, a plaque that read, "In a world where everyone rushes to push, the one who pauses to look unlocks." Elara didn't take anything. She just sat inside for a while, taking it all in, the silence, the wisdom, the lesson. Then she quietly closed the door and walked back down the hill, smiling. She hadn't used strength. She hadn't shouted. She hadn't demanded. She had simply seen what others missed. Sometimes the greatest power isn't in how loudly you speak or how hard you try, but in how deeply you observe. Elara didn't open the door because she was stronger or smarter than anyone else. She opened it because she chose to slow down when everyone else rushed. She looked closely, asked questions, and trusted her mind over her muscle. In life, we often treat every challenge like a wall to be broken. But not all doors are built to be forced open. Some are waiting for someone quiet enough to notice the clue, patient enough to follow it, and brave enough to trust the unseen. So the next time you face something that feels impossible, ask yourself, not how to push harder, but what you haven't seen yet. Because the world doesn't just open for those who try hardest. It opens for those who see. Thank you so much for watching, and stay happy.